English Teacher, Part 81. We've been talking about mastering basics and asking questions. We've got a case studies for questioning. Ms. Lepard's grade 2 class has been working on form theme for several days. Today, Ms. Lepard has her students at the back of the room and sit on the carpeted area. Today, she says, I'm going to ask you some questions to help you think. Ms. Lepard pauses until everyone seems ready and then explains, I want everyone to have a turn to answer today, so I'm going to ask you to put up your hands instead of calling out answer. I'll give you time to think before I ask anyone a question. To help us get some very good answers, when I ask one of you to answer, the person I ask will answer loudly and clearly so that all of us in the room can hear and keep up with what's going on. Listen carefully because there isn't time to repeat all the answers. Now, put your hands up if you heard me speaking loudly and clearly. Ms. Lepard continues, this afternoon we're going to make haystacks. What do you think we'll need? Children's hands begin to go up. She acknowledges volunteers by smiling but waits for more hands before she continues or begins to call on students by name. Answers include hay and straw. Think about what haystack looks like. Ms. Lepard prompts. What else could we use? Again, a few hands go up, then more, and until most hands are up. Ms. Lepard called on students by name for their answers. Grass, weeds, curries here, or laugh, including curry. String, twine, bulrushes, cat tails. Good answers, Ms. Lepard says. You really do remember what haystacks looks like. Now I'm going to give you another clue that will change your answers quite a bit. We're going to be able to eat the haystacks. What do you think we'll use to make them? The children wave their hands again. Ms. Lepard waits until many hands are raised. The students are very eager to be chosen. One blurts out an answer. Ms. Lepard looks at her and smilingly shakes her head while putting an index finger to her lips. That's close. When Ms. Lepard begins to call on students' name by their answers, include spaghetti, fettuccine, linguine, cotton candy, noodles. Oh, that's close, says Ms. Lepard. What kind of noodles? The children guess several kinds of noodles, but since no one guesses chow mein noodles, Ms. Lepard holds up a box and have you ever seen this kind of noodles? She asks. She then shows the children the recipe written on the chart paper and the class prepares to cook the noodles. Promoting students' responses. Your handling of the student responses can make an important difference to their learning experience. Ensuring that students achieve a high level of success from 70 to 80% in their responses is perhaps the most effective way to encourage them to respond. Beyond acknowledging this principle, different circumstances make different responses appropriate. When a student answers a question correctly or confidently, it may be appropriate simply to accept with a nod or a smile and move on. If the student responds correctly but hesitates, you might explain what the answer is right using the opportunity to explain the content again to the students who may need to review it. Reinforcing answers will sometimes encourage more students to contribute.